If you're a fresher with zero professional coding experience and you want to break into tech in the US, Revature's entry-level software engineer program is one of the easiest doors in. No experience needed, they pay you to train, and they place you with real corporate clients. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact technical and HR round questions, plus the specific Python, Java, and SQL questions that come up once they know your language. And yes, the apply link is in the description if you haven't applied yet. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I make videos to help freshers crack interviews and land their first tech job faster. So subscribe if that's you. Today we're covering Revature, the largest and fastest growing employer of emerging tech talent in the US. It's a full-time, paid training program, multiple locations across the US. No prior experience required. I've broken the entire interview down into a deck, and I'll walk you through every question on screen. Quick reminder before we start, the apply link is in the description below. So if you haven't applied yet, go ahead and do that first, then come back and prep with this video. Section 1. Understanding Revature and the program. Before any interview, you need to actually understand what you're applying for. Recruiters can tell instantly if you don't. What is Revature, and what does this program involve? Revature is the largest and fastest growing employer of emerging tech talent in the US. This is a full-time, paid entry-level software engineer training program, no prior professional experience required. You train on in-demand skills, work on real-world projects, and then get placed with a corporate partner. Why does Revature ask so much about relocation? Because they place engineers with corporate clients across multiple US locations. Relocation assistance is provided, so be upfront and genuinely enthusiastic about your flexibility here. This is a big filter for them. What is Revature actually looking for in a candidate? A bachelor's degree or higher, legal authorization to work in the US without needing sponsorship, a strong desire to learn to code, and solid communication and problem-solving skills. Notice, no prior coding experience required. That's the whole point of this program. Section 2. Technical Round. Programming Fundamentals. Now here's the core technical round. Since this program trains you before placing you, they're not expecting deep expertise. They're checking if you can think logically and explain concepts clearly. What is object-oriented programming? A programming paradigm based on objects that bundle data and behavior together. The 4 pillars are encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. Explain those 4 pillars in simple terms. Encapsulation bundles data and methods while hiding internal details. Abstraction shows only essential features. Inheritance lets one class reuse another's behavior. Polymorphism lets the same method behave differently depending on which object calls it. Class versus object. A class is the blueprint. An object is the actual instance built from that blueprint, holding real values. Show slide. Data structures fundamentals. What is a data structure? A way of organizing data for efficient access, arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, hash maps. Array versus linked list. Arrays are contiguous in memory, fixed size, fast indexed access. Linked lists are nodes connected by pointers, dynamic size, but slower access. Stack versus queue. Stack is LIFO, last in, first out, like a stack of plates. Queue is FIFO, first in, first out, like a line of people. What's big O notation? It describes how an algorithm's runtime or memory grows as input size increases. It's how you compare efficiency between solutions. What is recursion? A function that calls itself to solve smaller versions of the same problem. Classic example, factorial of n equals n times factorial of n minus 1. How do you debug a program that isn't working? Reproduce the issue, isolate where it happens using print statements or a debugger. Check your assumptions against actual variable values, fix the root cause, then retest. Tools, APIs, and databases. What is version control? Have you used Git? It tracks code changes over time, so teams don't overwrite each other's work. Even without job experience, talk about a personal project where you used Git init, commit, push, or branch. What's an API? What's a REST API? An API lets the systems talk to each other. REST is a common style using HTTP methods: get, post, put, delete. SQL versus NoSQL. SQL databases use structured tables with fixed schemas. Think MySQL, PostgreSQL. NoSQL databases store flexible, often unstructured data. Think MongoDB. Fundamentals and your own projects. Tell me about a personal or academic project you've built. Keep it structured, what it did, what tools you used, one real challenge you solved, and the outcome. How do you learn a brand new language quickly? Start with syntax and fundamentals, build a small project to apply it, and use docs and practice problems to fill gaps. Section 3. Language Deep Dive. Python, Java, and SQL. Python. Core data types, numbers, strings, lists, tuples, dictionaries, sets, booleans. List versus tuple. Lists are mutable. Tuples are immutable and fixed. List comprehension, a one-line way to build a list, like squares of 0 through 4 in a single line of code. Is equal to versus is equality of value versus identity of the actual object in memory. Dictionaries, key-value pairs, perfect for fast lookups, like finding a user by ID. Java Essentials. JDK, JRE, JVM. The JDK is the full development toolkit. The JRE runs Java apps, and the JVM actually executes the bytecode. Is equal to versus. Equals. References versus actual content. Access modifiers, public, private, protected, and default, each controlling visibility differently. Abstract class versus interface. An abstract class can mix implemented and unimplemented methods and only supports single inheritance. An interface defines method signatures and supports multiple implementation. Overloading versus overriding, same method name with different parameters. Versus a subclass replacing a parent's method. SQL Essentials. Where versus having, where filters rows before grouping. Having filters groups after group by .joins. Inner join returns only matches in both tables. Left join returns everything from the left table plus matches from the right. Primary key versus foreign key. One uniquely identifies a row. The other links to another table's primary key. Normalization. Organizing tables to reduce redundancy and improve data integrity. DELETE versus truncate versus drop. Delete removes specific rows and can be rolled back. Truncate clears all rows but keeps the structure. Drop removes the whole table. Even if you don't know the exact language they'll ask about yet, these three, Python, Java, and SQL, cover the vast majority of Revature's technical screens. Know all three at a basic level and you're in good shape. Section 4. HR Round. Tell me about yourself. Keep it brief, background, why you're drawn to software engineering, and genuine eagerness to learn through Revature's training model. Why Revature specifically? Mention the paid training, the no experience required model, the mentoring program, and Revature's strong alumni career growth track record. Why did you choose software engineering as a career? Keep it personal, genuine interest in problem solving or building things, not a generic answer. Eligibility and logistics. Are you willing to relocate anywhere in the US? Be honest and enthusiastic if you are. This is a hard filter for them. Are you legally authorized to work without needing sponsorship? Answer factually and directly. No ambiguity here. How many years of programming experience do you have? Answer honestly. Even if it's 0, that's exactly who this program is built for. Growth mindset and behavior. Strengths and weaknesses. Pick something real for both. And for the weakness, add the concrete step you're taking to improve it. How do you handle learning under pressure? Talk about breaking tasks into smaller pieces, staying organized, and asking for help early. The training is intensive by design. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Growing into a stronger, specialized engineer through the exact acceleration path Revature promotes. Closing the interview strong. Why should we accept you into this program? Genuine desire to learn, solid problem solving and communication skills, full relocation flexibility, ready to commit to an intensive training environment. Any questions for us? Always have 2 or 3 ready. What does day-to-day training look like? How are candidates match with corporate partners? What does success look like in the first 90 days? Closing, final tips. Before you walk into that interview. 1. Practice explaining OOP, data structures, and Big O in plain English. Clarity matters more than deep experience. 2. Be upfront and enthusiastic about relocation and your no sponsorship status. These are hard filters. 3. Prepare one project story you can walk through end to end, including a real challenge you solved. 4. Show a genuine growth mindset. Revature is investing in your training, so attitude matters as much as current skill. 5. Always close with smart questions about training and placement. That's the complete breakdown, program overview, technical round, Python, Java, SQL, and the full HR round. One more time, if you haven't applied yet, the apply link is in the description below. Go apply first, then come back and use this video to prepare. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which company you want me to break down next. See you in the next one. Good luck.